What's up guys, my name is AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and these are the top 10 2024 Simpsons predictions we can no longer ignore. At number 10, digital currency replaces the dollar. The Simpsons series hinted at a future where the US dollar loses its value, paving the way for digital currencies like Bitcoin to take over. Social media discussions have even suggested a pattern in the show's predictions regarding Bitcoin advancements every 5 years. This forecast shift to virtual money aligns with the anticipation of an upcoming inflation crisis. The depreciation of the dollar might lead to digital currency replacing traditional cash, a trend that's already underway in certain countries like China. However, this transition could profoundly impact citizens. Governments might seize control by limiting access to funds, imposing negative interest rates, automating tax collection, or even eliminating physical cash altogether. Such measures could also mean increased surveillance of people's financial activities through digital transactions, posing potential concerns for individual privacy. At number 9 is the heat wave and water drought. In one episode of the series, the show eerily depicted a scenario of extreme heat trapping people indoors, and shockingly, this fictional narrative closely mirrors our current world, raising concerns about the heat-related disaster predicted by the show. Specifically, one episode highlighted Springfield facing a catastrophic heat wave, drawing parallels to today's climate concerns. Additionally, another episode hinted at a global climate crisis in 2024, termed the heat pandemic. The show suggested that soaring temperatures might necessitate lockdowns, impacting daily life and restricting movement, shutting down businesses, and causing tragic loss of life across the town. While it's important to note that it's a TV show, the uncanny parallels serve as a reminder of the challenges posed by climate change. If you're enjoying this video so far, please support the channel by pressing like, subscribing to Most Amazing, and ringing that notification bell. At number 8, Ivanka Trump runs for president. The Simpsons have been eerily precedent with their predictions in the past, pun intended. One that's causing a stir involves Ivanka Trump potentially running for president in 2028. Now, that's a little bit far off in the future, but I mean, still quite scary. Back in 2016, Homer was seen sporting an Ivanka 18 campaign, hinting at her future political aspirations. Then in 2017, they depicted her replacing Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court. Now what's interesting is the way they connected her fashion line to the court position in a satirical way, highlighting her potential candidacy. While there are specific qualifications for a Supreme Court justice, there are no clear guidelines for a presidential candidate. The Constitution doesn't specify or prohibit someone like Ivanka running. Whether it's a playful prediction or an insightful forecast, this idea of her presidency, given her background and familiar ties, is something that definitely got people thinking. At number 7, speaking of which, is the first female president. In the world of The Simpsons, Lisa Simpson becomes president after a challenging period under President Trump. The writer of the episode, Dan Graney, highlighted this as an important narrative. He suggested that Lisa takes office when America is facing severe challenges left behind by the previous administration. This portrayal was a deliberate choice to show how things had hit rock bottom before a hopeful change. According to Greene, the idea was to give Lisa problems that seemed insurmountable, which is why they depicted Trump's presidency preceding hers. This narrative twist reflects the notion that sometimes things need to get really bad before they get better. If you consider how The Simpsons accurately foresaw Trump's presidency, perhaps their prediction about Lisa becoming president after a turbulent time holds a little weight. At number 6, Big Ben goes digital. In the show's Lisa's wedding episode back in '95, the show hinted at a glimpse of what they thought 2010 might look like. Lisa's rendezvous with a British beau showcased a Big Ben with a new digital face, suggesting a technological makeover. Later, around 17 seasons onward, the same digitized Big Ben appeared near St. Beetle's Cathedral in Holidays of Future Past. Fast forward to reality, and Big Ben faced a period of silence due to repairs, but returned to its normal form after renovations to match the 21st century standards. Yet, the notion of going completely digital seems a bit far-fetched, despite upgrades. The idea might be intriguing for the show's fictional future, but doesn't align with the real-world plans of this iconic clock tower. Or so we can only hope. At number 5 is the network Conglomerate. The Simpsons' knack for predicting the future has been a hot topic over the years, and in one episode, ABC merged with other networks, hinted at forming CNNBCBS. That's a big acronym. Now, network mergers aren't uncommon. We've seen many happening lately, shaking up the entertainment industry. It's not far-fetched considering how companies tend to consolidate power. But, and this is a big but, the same episode portrayed Fox's evolution into a more adult themed channel, if you catch my drift. Now that part seems way more unlikely. Predicting mergers is a plausible guess, given the trend, but turning Fox into a adult channel it's a big stretch. The future is a puzzle, and the Simpsons sometimes get the pieces right, but not all of them fit snugly into the bigger picture. At number 4 is real Bigfoot evidence. While out on a camping trip, Homer gets mistaken for Bigfoot while covered in mud on a camping trip, which prompted scientists to actually start taking Bigfoot research seriously. But then there's the twist, where Bart supposedly encounters a genuine Sasquatch in 2002 during a trip in Canada. It's all entertainment, right? However, these fictional portrayals occasionally blur the lines between fact and fiction. I'm at the bottom. What if amidst the satire lies a seed of truth? Bigfoot's existence remains unproven, but intriguing evidence pops up sporadically. Reports, footprints, and blurry images fuel the fascination. Scientific scrutiny often debunks these as hoaxes or misidentifications, yet the legend persists tucked away within forests and folklore. The Simpsons, known for their odd predictions, might be onto something. Maybe not concrete proof, but perhaps an acknowledgement these mysteries still endure. Bigfoot's reality is a murky, debatable territory, but who knows? In the vast unknown, a creature like Bigfoot might still wander, elusive and ready to be taken seriously in 2024, or so I hope. At number 3 is the first foreign president. Remember in the Simpsons movie when Springfield is quarantined by a giant dome? Of course you do. But what you might not remember is that order came from none other than President Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, that's right. President Arnold Schwarzenegger stands as a curious anomaly. The Constitution strictly demands a president to be a natural-born citizen or a citizen at the time of the Constitution's adoption. Arnold Schwarzenegger, although a former Californian governor with political experience, was not born in the US, so legally he couldn't become the president, as evident in the Constitution's words. However, some interpretations can vary, leaving a little bit of space for debate. The Simpsons ventured into this territory, envisioning a presidency held by Schwarzenegger, building a giant dome over Springfield. It's pretty intriguing, but we need to remember the Constitution's steadfast rules about presidential eligibility. But perhaps in the future, someone might propose an amendment to the Constitution that would allow foreign-born citizens to run for president. Although the Simpsons predicted his presidency, the Constitution seemingly bars his eligibility. However, the definition of natural-born citizen remains debatable and leaves room for potential amendment. At number 2 is Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. In the realm of Simpsons predictions, one that's garnered much attention is the re-emergence of Donald Trump in the 2024 US presidential election. See, back in 2015, the Simpsons episode titled Trumptastic Journey eerily foresaw Trump's ascent to presidency. This uncanny foreshadowing showcased a campaign sign reading Trump 2024, hinting at his future run, which indeed shook reality. One of the producers of the show took to Twitter to highlight this eerie prediction turned reality, emphasizing the accuracy of their depiction of Trump's presidential journey. Notably, the episode also hinted at the prospect of Trump's involvement in the 2028 elections, raising further intrigue about the show's predictive abilities. Does this signify a genuine foresight or a mere coincidence? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. And at number 1 is virtual reality food. In one glimpse of the show, The Simpsons showcased Homer and Marge indulging in virtual fudge through VR glasses and feeding tubes, transporting taste without the calories. Surprisingly, despite the virtual aspect, Homer's love for junk food remained unchanged. Now, in real life, companies like Royal Caribbean are eyeing VR dining for cruise guests, prompting an immersive culinary journey. Even food scientists at Cornell University discovered that eating cheese in a pleasant VR environment enhanced its taste. Now, while it might seem like a sci-fi idea, the concept of virtual food experiences is actually taking shape, aiming to offer not just sustenance, but a whole new sensory adventure. The convergence of technology and dining might redefine how we perceive and enjoy food in the not-so-distant future of 2024. As always, if there's a Simpsons prediction that you think I've missed, feel free to let me know down in the comments. This has been AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and I'll catch you all in another video. Peace out.